Leader, aka Smooth Flipper, and in this video I'm gonna give you guys a recap on my sales yesterday and my profits. So yesterday was pretty epic. It was a big day for business. I ended up selling $2,750 worth of phones, and out of that I profited 1,083. So this is only in one day. So this is a big day again for me. Not the biggest day that I've ever had, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys, and show you guys what I paid for these phones, how much I sold them for, so you guys can kind of get an idea. Now, before I get into it, I have to say this. This video is not to brag, not to show you guys, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's to show you guys that this works. It's to show you guys that the sky is the limit with this business. And it's to show those who are on the fence about it, whether it's on the fence of starting or on the fence of going full time instead of part time. Show you guys that this business you can make a full time income with part time work. So didn't put much work into these phones. Um, they sold themselves and ended up making over $1,000 in less than 24 hours. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, these phones are already packaged up because I had to ship them out today. So keep that in mind. I'm just kind of guess what phone is which. So I'm just going to show you guys that I do have the phones packaged up. So those who are like, this guy didn't do all that, I'm showing you guys. So yeah, the first phone I bought this yesterday. 6 Plus, AT&T, 16 gigabytes. Ended up paying 65 bucks for it. Sold for 155 on eBay. Now this phone had a crack in it, had a slight crack, um, and the person that I bought it from, I've been dealing with this person before. They kind of have a connection with one of the guys that work at the pawn shop. So when people come in to sell to pawn their phones, this guy sells them to the guy I bought it from, because he doesn't know much about phones, and it's a good little connection to have. Now, like I said, I paid 65 bucks for it, sold for 155. That's a pretty good profit for a crack screen phone. And yeah, so here it is. This one right here. Show you guys, bam, that's it. It's gonna get shipped off. Again, sold it on eBay. So I kind of utilized all the different platforms. So eBay, Swappa, and Local was all used to generate the profit for yesterday. And I do highly suggest you guys do the same. Do not be caught up in one different one platform, and be closed-minded about the other platforms, because as long as you're using and utilizing all different platforms, you're going to succeed a lot more. You're going to make more money doing that. So just wanted to get that out the way. Next, we got a 7 Plus. I ended up paying 280 for it, and I sold this one on eBay for 450. Now, I bought this phone from a guy who I've kind of dealt with before. I think I bought a phone from him about 10 months ago, but he had Verizon. This phone was Verizon 7 Plus. Paid 280, sold for 450. Now this is a package deal. So this next phone I'm going to tell you guys is the phone that I also bought from him, and it was kind of like a package deal. So that's why I got these for so cheap. So the next phone is an iPhone X. I paid 580 for it. Ended up selling this one on Swapper for 845. Now again, this is a package deal, which is also great. When you're doing these package deals, it's good to get these phones for cheap. You can get these phones for cheaper because you could just give them a total price instead of, hey, I'll give you 580 for the 7 Plus, or excuse me, 580 for the X and 280 for the 7 Plus. That doesn't sound that good, but if you say, hey, I'll give you 820 for both phones, then that sounds a lot better. So when you do have those package deals, you can get each unit cheaper than normal by just offering that full total price. So keep that in mind, and that's what I did. So I ended up selling this X on Swapper. It sold pretty quick. It sold in less than like 5 hours. So that was good. Another tip that I want to give you guys is when you're buying phones, also you gotta always know, you know, what platform you're gonna sell this phone on. Do not blindly buy a phone and not know what platform you're gonna sell it on, because Swap and eBay have their differences in fees and sometimes price. So you don't want to get caught up in buying something and then realizing, after fees, you're not making as much money as you thought you would because you sold it on this platform instead of this platform. So keep that in mind. Next, we got an iPhone 8. This is the product red version. This guy ended up paying cash for this phone, and he needed money. So when you got, towards the end of the month, you're gonna realize that people are kind of getting desperate because it's close to rent time and they don't have the money. So, quick tip for you guys: when you guys are dealing with people and they tell you outright, "Hey, I need cash. I'm low on cash. I need cash." That's a great way to negotiate. Now, what I say by that, well, what I mean by that is have them give you a price. Well, that's what I always do anyway. But this is crucial for this particular situation because have them give you a price. They're already in a desperate kind of a mode right now. So this guy did what I thought he was gonna do, and he lowballed himself. He said, I can sell this phone to you for 320 right now. But being the flipper that I am and the reseller that I am, you always have to offer a little bit less. Um, I've always learned that, closed mouth don't get fed. You know what that means. If you're not offering a price, you wouldn't know if you would accept it or not. So and if he doesn't accept it, then you got 320 to work with. So I ended up offering him 280. And he took it immediately, just like I figured he would. So I pocketed an extra 40 bucks. So that's a quick tip for you guys. When they do, or when they are open about, them needing money, it's always good to kind of um, use that as your advantage. All right. So that 8 that I bought, bam, sold this on Swapper for 540, paid 280. Now these next two phones are phones that I sold locally. So I ended up buying three iPhone 6s, 64 gigabytes, GSM unlocked. Now, I ended up buying these on eBay. I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos about how to make money as a kid, but I show you guys you can buy on eBay and sell locally. Now, the profit is not going to be crazy. It's not going to be $200 profit, but you are going to be making around 45, 55 bucks. And that's good because, that's money, that's pretty much guaranteed money. So eBay was having a site-wide sale. I ended up picking up three iPhone 6s, 64 gigabytes for 132 a unit, and I ended up selling one yesterday for 185. So again, not the biggest profit, but at the end of the day, profit is profit. I'm trying to utilize all my different platforms because if I was to sell that phone on eBay again, then after fees, I probably would make 15 bucks. Swap, I probably would make 25 bucks. So I knew even before buying that phone on eBay that I have to sell this locally in order to maximize my profits. Now, my next phone that I did buy, uh, I ended up buying four Note 5s that I ended up selling one yesterday. So again, eBay has these deals where you can put in promo codes and they'll take some money off of your order. So I ended up paying 138 a unit for these GSM Unlocked Note 5s. Now I had this one up for 210. Guy mentioned me 2 days ago. He offered 150 at first, which was like what? And I obviously said no. And he kept offering, maybe like he offered uh 150, 170, and 180. He did this all in 1 hour. So he was like, okay, I'll give you this, I'll give you this. So I ended up, saying, hey man, I'm asking 210 for it. The phone's in like, it was in great condition, 9 out of 10 condition. Um, it's the cheapest on the market. You can't get any cheaper than 210 in my area for a Note 5, an unlocked Note 5. So we ended up agreeing at 190 at the end of the day. he told me he could come to me, which was a lot better than me driving halfway. So I figured why not. So I paid 138 for that Note 5, ended up selling it for 190 locally. So again, guys, it's always great to utilize these different platforms. Now, not every platform works the best. You're not going to be selling, bad ESN phones on your local market, but that's why they have eBay. You're not going to be selling crack screen phones on Swappa. I mean, you can, but you're not going to maximize your profit. So you're going to want to, put those on eBay. So again, just wanted to kind of give you guys a recap. Um, $2,000, $2,750 in sales is pretty good for a day, and you know, just to show you guys that not many businesses you can say, hey, I made $1,000 in 24 hours or in less than 24 hours. So that's just to show you guys that the sky is definitely the limit with this business. There's so much you can do with it, and and again, I have so much I can do with it. But at the end of the day, it's just me. I can't do too much because I'm gonna burn myself out. But when you start getting into it, you're gonna realize that you can offer so much more to people. You could do so much more to get more phones. Now, again, this video was just to show you guys what's possible with this business. Was not to brag at all. Um, so just letting you guys know that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna show you guys some proof in this next clip. I'm gonna kind of give you guys my PayPal statements and stuff like that. So, all right. So here's my PayPal statements. I guess you guys can say. Just show you guys that I did ended up, selling these phones for what I said they sold for. Again, so this particular one right here, I did say 840. It was on Swappa, so they take 20 bucks for this particular one and this particular one. So this was the 7. This was an 8, and this was the X. So I did say 840. That's because that's what it sold for, but Swappa has to take their cut. So 820, 520. Um, Here is the um 7 Plus that I sold. Bam. And then here is the 6 Plus that I sold. Now I ended up selling the phone this morning as well for 345. This is an S8 that I need to print the label on and ship that one off as well. But I sold this. I ended up paying 200 bucks for this one, so also a good profit. So just kind of want to show you guys that it is real, that it's legit, that I'm not BSing you guys on what I'm buying and what I'm selling them for. Again, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.